People use, for me, it seems like it's become an excuse, and I'm sure part of this is true, because I heard that Sandy was still adjusting his teaching maybe up until his death, that he would change things around. When I first learned Playhouse West, Bob Carnegie didn't seem to have much of an ego. He brought in more advanced teachers to introduce the next step, and ultimately Sandy. The principles, as I understand them and as I learned them and I value and still teach that way, is what I do doesn't depend on me, it depends on the other person. It's a listening exercise, say the repetition. It's a listening exercise. It's taking the attention off of myself and putting it on my partner. It's about reading behavior. It's not about asking questions. It's about strengthening my point of view. It's about not anticipating. That's the way I approach it. I'll have students that have studied somewhere else and come, and they know it's a repetition exercise, so they know they're going to be repeating. That's the part of the exercise, to learn to listen, to eliminate thinking. So we're not actors that just work off cues. So they know they're going to be doing this, and after 3 times saying, blue jeans, it's like, blue jeans, like they're ready to fight. And I remember saying to a guy, it was so aggressive and so angry, because the guy said blue jeans 3 times. And it's like, I said, what's so mad? He keeps saying, blue jeans. I said, well, yeah, it's a repetition exercise, so you're going to be repeating until something happens. Well, yeah, so I said, well, he's so angry. Well, I said, well, how much time have you done in jail? Well, none. I said, well, you haven't? And you get so angry because he said blue jeans that you want to kill him, that you're ready to fight? Where's the truth in that? How is that real? Somehow I've seen it interpreted, even if it came out that is now Meisner at the end, that is the right way, then I'm not teaching that no more, then I'm teaching my own method. Because then I think that's just bullshit. It's gotten so aggressive, and it's not, anybody can go up opposite one another and try to instigate something and try to start with them. You don't need any technique for that. It takes a lot to put your ego away and be able to just listen. It takes a lot to get to the point where you know that I'm enough, where I don't have to do more than. That's part of the training, as I see it. It doesn't take any training to not listen, to ask questions when it's obvious what's happening. The way I'm teaching it, right or wrong, is what I do doesn't depend on me, it depends on the other person. I'm learning to listen and repeat accurately. I'm getting a sense of public solitude on stage, feeling I'm not being watched when I'm in public. I'm learning to read behavior. I'm learning to be empathetic towards somebody else. Now, it doesn't mean if somebody was abusive to me that I'm this monk and it's like, turn the other cheek. If you're treating me in a way that I didn't deserve to be treated, that's going to affect me. Everything is going to affect you. Everything. There's no such thing as nothing. So it's a lot of, just opening up your heart, opening up your soul, and just communicating one human being to another, moment to moment, with whatever's happening now. So I don't know how this all began. I know that there's schools that when they hear yelling and punching and slamming doors, their thing is, man, that's Meisner. And those actors who are learning it that way fool themselves into thinking they're really feeling something when all they've done is really manufactured some unreal, untruthful feeling, but they were yelling so it felt powerful. It felt like, wow, I had a really strong moment there. So for me, it just feels, well, that's not the work. And I've gotten to teach, like at the New York Film Academy. I was head Meisner guy, so that was how I learned it. That was how I was teaching it. And if you just go through what Meisner is saying was supposed to accomplish from this exercise, I would put the way I do it up against anybody. I love going up, doing the repetition with those guys. And they get so frustrated. You know, you're just standing there. So you want me to do something else? Yeah, I want you to do something else. Where'd that come from? You know, somehow they feel it's their job to make the other person do something. So I don't agree with it. I don't teach it that way. Maybe that's why I got my own classes, so I can impart the principles that I believe in. So, and I would put the actors that I work with up against anybody. Maybe we should have like a Meisner Olympics, you know, like a West Side Story. You know, just come out, put it to music, do a video, have different schools, and then you get up, and instead of fighting with knives, you repeat.